What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Oh, by the way, we got a new intro. Alright, how you doing? Welcome back to the Eagle's Nest here. Car is home. I did a quick video of me driving home, and I said I'd go over all the details of this build. Real quick before I kind of show you the engine bay and go over everything we've done over the last, I hate to say it, but 2 years. Let me tell you how we got here. So first, this motor had an older motor in it that was from, like, I don't know, 2013 maybe. I bought a used 2.3 short block from kind of another trusting GSMer, and you know, Oliver rods. I think it was Ross pistons. That motor treated me so well. It lasted me years. But that motor got really loud, so it kind of sounded like a 4G63 diesel. That was kind of the nickname for it. So we decided to, you know, do a refresh. I was going to just do a whole new motor, but then a friend of mine had a motor from a shell that he got that seemed like it was all built to the moon. He said, hey, why don't we throw that in there? If it works out for you, we'll shake hands on a fair price. So we put that motor in. Obviously, it was just time, not money. And that motor was actually kind of built loose as well. Kind of seemed like it was loud. And it was a half-fill block, so I was already kind of like, about it, because at the end of the day, this is a street car. So I ended up taking that motor out. So that was version 2 of the Spyder V2 build. So we ended up taking that motor out. Another buddy of mine was getting out of the DSM game, had a motor with literally like 3,000 miles on it, and it was built to the moon. He wanted to handle 6-7 horsepower easily. I know that's not a lot these days, but he kind of overbuilt the motor. So I said, yeah, let's get a good deal on this. Bought that off from fair and square. Put it in here, and it blew up. And I'll tell you why it blew up when I'll film the engine bay in a second and tell you why it blew up. So here we are at version 4. And version 4 has treated me good so far. We did have some hiccups. Let me tell you a little bit about version 3's hiccups, which is the good used short block, not the one that was loud. That was version 2. Good used short block. I know I probably should have just started fresh from the beginning. I get it. But sometimes you don't want the car to be down too long, but it ended up being a lot longer, so, you know, you got to pay to play, I guess, right? And sometimes you're just better off just building something yourself, brand new. But I didn't want the car to be down. I wanted to have the motor ready, pull out a motor, boom, boom, boom. So, lesson learned. I mean, that's the name of the game here. So let me go over something. All right, so version 1, short block treated me well. Just got loud over the years, took a lot of abuse. Took a lot of runs from 20G life to 35R life. That thing treated me well. I can't even complain about that. Version 2, put that in there. Didn't even make any pulls or anything. It didn't sound healthy once we got it running. Pulled that. Version 3, awesome motor. Probably even better than the motor I have now. But we decided to destroy it. You know how we did that? If you take a look at these boost lines. All right, now they're all nice AN fittings. They used to be rubber lines. They kind of look like that. They were rubber lines going to electronic boost controller. Well, either it flew off or I never connected it. So when I made a pull, before we even finalized the tune, when I made a pull, that thing saw 80 pounds of boost, flew a rod right through the block. So if you look at my older videos, it's only probably about a year old, not even 10 months old. And you'll see the carnage. I call it the kaboom. Let me just give you a reminder. 80 pounds of boost untuned. So you can see that was January 23. Right now it is December 23. So almost a year ago. Manly rods, manly pistons, destroyed. So that was a nice motor, but that was my mistake. So going back to the front of the car, I have to clean up this interior big time. No big deal, we'll get there. All right, so going back to the car here. So that obviously destroyed the motor. I had the head checked over. The head was good. All right, so here's the details of the head. It's a 7-bolt head. GSC valves, GSC seals, Kigley spring retainers, and it's got HKS 272s. You want to know why it's got old school HKS 272s? Besides the fact that I love them. But the reason for that is I had the Kelforts on there, and somehow, some way, whether it's my fault or not, all right, the bolt right here let go. And it was an OEM style bolt. Let go during tuning session, all right, and it killed the cam. So that cam got all beat up. So I actually contacted Kelfort. They're going to redo that cam and send me back, I forget, it was like $200-300 or whatever. But they're going to redo that cam, send it back, and then if I decide to, I might take the HKS 272s out. I have a friend who wants them, and then I might throw the Kigleys back in. The HKS 272s is what I ran for years. I just wanted to run a different cam, a little bit more aggressive cam. But again, these would be fine too. But I figured, you know, I had one good cam. Why not just get the set back in good shape? So that happened. So that happened to this motor, which sucked so much. I was just so bummed out. I thought something even worse happened. Luckily, it didn't hurt anything else. All right, so I went over to head in the block. Because we destroyed a perfectly good block, I was definitely still on a budget. So in the block, the only thing that's really was brand new is the Wiseco pistons. I used the Oliver rods, which are from the original 4G63 version 1 diesel, I called it. The Oliver rods, because they were in great shape. So right now we got Oliver rods in here, and we got the Wiseco pistons. We got 2.0 polished crank, obviously 4G63, and we did new bearings, the ACL bearings. Other than that, you know, it was kind of just ARP everything, pretty straightforward. But I did like the other motor because it was all the manly rods and pistons, you know, kind of the way to go nowadays, it sounds like. But hey, the Oliver rods treated me so good, I feel like it was almost meant to be to put them back in there. I was just going to save them for a backup, but that's kind of where we're at. So for those who don't know, I'll just go over the car a little bit. I got 1650 injectors, fuel injector clinic, really good street injector, ECM link, you know, speed density. We got a 35R turbo, Garrett 35R. We got tile wastegate, crazy neon little colors here. Pretty simple setup. We got the AEM cam gears. I did have the Fidenza cam gears, and when that bolt came out, it damaged the cam gear and damaged the cam. So I had to toss those cam gears. I wasn't sending them out to get fixed, and I ended up running these AEM ones that I already had from the previous build that I bought. So I had some spare parts. The only thing, like I said, I really had to buy were the bearings and the Wiseco pistons. Obviously, I sent the block to the machine shop. Again, that's why it's been down a year, because we were waiting for the machine shop. But back in, running, everything's good. Just waiting to kind of get a tune, but we are in December. The weather hasn't played nice. It's pouring out today. Could be snowing tomorrow. So, but the car is drivable, obviously. I drove it, running through, using the paddle shifters. It's been fun. Some things I got to figure out. So I look at the gear on here. It tells me what gear I am, but I do want the gear to show on the dash right there like it used to. So I got to figure out why that stopped working. I got to clean this thing up, put kick panels back on. The car's been sitting, so it's really filthy. I just gave it a quick wipe down yesterday, and just started wiping down the engine bay a little bit today. So that's kind of where we're at. Don't want to make this video too long, just a quick update. Got the RSX out there sitting in the rain. All right, got the Durango behind it. Not sure if you can see it, but other than that, everything's pretty much running and good. It's nice to walk out and say, what car can I take? Even though they're all beaters, but I'm still blessed to have what I have. Just found out I have another kid on the way, and guess what his name is? His name is Talon. So we're going to name him Talon. So I have a kid coming this summer. The wife and I. This will be our second boy, so we're pretty excited. So all is good. Life is good. Just trying to, you know, get some things done here. Get a little garage time when I can. Try not to have this car down. Sucks that they closed the local raceway. You know, knock on wood, but I've never had any issues going to Echo with this thing. It's always made it home. But they closed Echo, so I don't know how much racing we'll be doing with a newborn coming, and the closest racetrack for me is in Maryland, which is an hour and a half away. And this is not, I probably wouldn't want to drive this that far. And trailering it takes time and money, obviously. All right, so we'll see how much racing we'll do, but definitely a lot of street car action. We'll try and film as much as we can doing things to it and on the street. Hopefully taking it out to some cars and coffees and some cruises and things. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Enough blabbing on. Take care. Have a great day.